Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So it's the last time we'll give the keyword out for this hour, and it is sleep. SLEEP to 312-591-8300. That keyword for Ticket Puts Thursday for 21 Pilots at Credit Union 1 Amphitheater in Tinley Park, Wednesday, September 24th, from our great friends at Live Nation and, of course, from Brian and Kenzie in Q101. Sleep, 312-591-8300. It's active for about 7 more minutes. The next time will be a new keyword we'll give after 9 o'clock. But first, let's get to music entertainment news. Well, The Bear dropped yesterday. All of Season 4 dropped on Hulu, and we all agreed that we would watch Episode 1. Not the whole thing, just Episode 1, and give our take on how we feel about how the show's going in recovery after the Season 3, which did have a lot of things left unsaid, which is usually how the seasons go, and there's some kind of cliffhanger. But at this point, Episode 1, Season 4, Kenzie, The Bear, what did you think?
I thought it was decent. I understand they're setting a platform, right?
Yep.
I do think as good as last season was, it wasn't a bad season. I should be dealing with new problems. I'm like, I get it. The restaurant has to do better and make money, so I'm excited for them to get there and see how it unfolds.
I said the same thing when I was watching it.
I also learned I don't know what the word dissonance means because they showed the title. I'm like, I can't even tell if this is a bad review or not. I wish they would have led with something. They flashed to it and I'm like, I got nothing. I got him was this exciting? And then he throws it in the trash and he takes it out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if he's happy. I was like, I don't know what this word means. I'm like so confused.
Yeah, I know, it was hilarious. It was ridiculous. I didn't know what was going on either. I didn't understand it. I agree with you, Kenzie, on that.
You didn't know what the word dissonance meant either?
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're together on that one.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't understand. So overall, just you're waiting for more on episode 2. You're definitely
I'm waiting for more. I can tell they're going to get there. That's good.
Yeah.
We kicked off with the review. Okay, check mark on something.
Yup.
There's the clock countdown. Okay, check mark. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we're going to get somewhere. Bring the girl back he likes. Let's solve that, hopefully, from season 2.
Right.
Like, all right, what are we going to do here?
Yeah,
I need some tea. Okay, I need some cheese, made mother.
Well, what do you think about the clock, Brian? Because didn't you feel like it was maybe a little bit on the nose in the way that they're trying to tell that story?
I think the clock was telling time appropriately in the episode, like as it was going through in the countdown of it. Like I know it's leading somewhere that intrigued me to think of what's coming next. Are they going to be on top of the Sears Tower soon? Like I didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, do you think? Do you think the clock will expire at some point, or do you think they're going to figure it out before then?
I think the clock will probably just keep going through this season to season 5.
The clock's going to go the whole season. They set up a clock in episode 1. It's going to go through the whole season.
Yep.
How could it go through the whole season? It's a pretty short clock.
They don't have enough time.
No, it can go that long.
Brian.
Hold on.
Brian. It sounds like you didn't do your homework.
Did you not? Well, I'm going to kill you.
No, the clock.
No, because we agree. Do you know how late I watched this episode? I texted our group chat last night, and I will say you didn't respond, but I figured maybe you just watched it earlier.
Yeah, I was
up
into
late
it.
As hell.
I was into the show. I couldn't respond. You were so
locked in that you couldn't respond.
Case, what was the clock about, Brian? What's the clock? How long's on the clock?
The clock is about our life.
No.
And it's all how it's fading away. And
how much time's on the clock?
About 40 minutes.
You're such an a-hole because you were like, hey guys, no. You're like Mr. Lead of the show was like, seriously, I want everyone to watch it so we can review this tomorrow. And
right.
I stayed up late and you didn't watch it?
I thank you for that. I thank you for that. That's a great mission there. And listen.
And you were lying again?
I'm not lying. It was 42 minutes on that clock. Go back and watch it again. All right. So yesterday, first time ever on the show, I lied and said I was caught up on The Bear. And I needed 3 episodes to catch up with last season, season 3. And we were all going to watch season 4, episode 1.
You lied to sound cool. To have people believe that you had watched all of season 3.
Because I am embarrassed that I haven't caught up like everybody else, you see.
Boo.
So my plan was to watch those 3 episodes, and I could watch episode 4 like we all agreed to do. I guess I kind of ordered everybody to.
Yeah, you're kind of the boss around here.
But we went to Culver's after daycare.
Okay. And you were in daycare?
Well, we picked up Harper in daycare. And Meg goes, let's go to Culver's because she gets off at the train. And I was like, okay, let's do that. And then we did that. and I fell asleep on the floor after the Culvers.
At the floor at Culver's?
No,
or
no.
the floor at home?
We got home, and I had a food coma, and I fell asleep, and I woke up at 11 o'clock. And I go, I can't watch it. I can't watch 4 episodes now. So I didn't. I'm sorry.
Well, we gathered. Thank you so much.
I just only 2 days in a row. You're never going to hear it again from me. I'm sorry again.
Are you going to watch them this weekend?
Yeah, I'll catch up.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about it.
Monday we'll talk about it, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sure we'll do that.
Kenzie's not
You're
even looking at me.
sick. No, because you're sick.
That's too much.
No, because you've gotten to a point where you're becoming the kind of person who thinks that they're more busy than everybody. You throw the kid thing at Case all the time. Well, I have 2 kids. I have double the amount of children you have, and I watched it last night.
Yeah, but my kid's more of a handful.
No, it's not. Your kid's in daycare, and neither of mine are.
Listen, she is a handful. And
you can't keep doing this. What do you, what's going on with you, man?
I don't understand where the hours in your day go sometimes.
oh, you think I do nothing?
I'm not
Kind
saying,
of.
hold on, I'm not saying that. I don't understand where some of those hours go.
Because you get to leave here at a decent time and you don't live far away. And then your daughter is in daycare till 5.
And when
So
you're
you have at least 4 or 5 hours alone by the time you leave.
and
But some of that's catching up on sleep, though.
okay, but not
Well,
all.
4 or 5 hours.
Not, yeah, you take an 8-hour nap in the afternoon.
Yeah.
The problem is that when you're here, I can see you and I know what you're doing. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, I make sure that stops immediately.
Yeah.
But when you go home, I lose control of you, and I'm learning that that's a problem.
I don't think you're very good at time management after you leave here.
How dare you?
I would agree with
How
this.
dare you both?
Why? Prove to me that I'm wrong. What did you do yesterday?
So I left here.
Yeah.
What did I do yesterday?
Besides Culver's and sleeping.
Kenzie, I think that was it.
Yeah, but the Culver's was so good.
That's
all
like, you can eat the Culver's. No one's saying that.
It sounds like you're saying I can't eat Culver's.
No, it's not what anyone's saying to you.
That's what I'm hearing. That's the conversation I'm hearing.
You got Harper from daycare at 5 and then went to Culver's. So what did you do for 5 hours?
What did I do?
What did you do?
I think I was doom scrolling. I think that's it. Because it did say I've increased to like 9 hours on my phone.
You're on your phone 9 hours a day?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just put the show on in the background?
Or
at
put it on
least?
your phone.
Because I got to pay attention to it if I'm going to watch it. I can't doom scroll and watch a show.
Why didn't you choose the show then?
Because the doom scrolling seemed better at the time. It's good. The algorithm was killing yesterday.
What did you get in the algorithm?
Bunch of guitar solos.
Oh, that's badass. Hold on, maybe you shouldn't have watched The Bear.
Oh, no.
Some guy named Randy's doing mayonnaise by the pumpkins? That sounds awesome.
It was dope. It was so dope. Oh, boy.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Oh, we got the Cranberries, the All-American Rejects, and that fantastic new Jack White on the way. But first, giving mad props here to Lou Malnati's whenever they stop by. Oh, boy. We know it's a special day for a Lou's Day. And they did something interesting. So today, June 26th, they launched a brand new margarita pesto pizza. Lou Malnati's.
la la.
I know. There's like 80 of them in here. So that's launching today. And I don't think they've ever done that. And when you open it up, you're like, wow, Lou's with a margarita pizza. That is wild. So it's vegetarian friendly. It's vibrant. Features Wisconsin mozzarella cheese and vine-ripened tomatoes topped with, maybe get better music for that. Let's see here. Yeah. Vine-ripened tomatoes and fresh mozzarella slices and generous dollops of artisan nut-free basil pesto sauce that is made fresh in-house daily at Lou Malnati's. Now, also
I like
with
pesto a lot.
Yeah,
I'm a pesto girly.
it's underrated pesto, right?
Oh, I am a pesto girly. I love it.
I don't think pesto gets enough good PR.
It doesn't get enough good PR. You're right, Brian.
They need to hire a
Correct.
new organization to
Well, that's why Lou's is here.
That's right.
Because
The
I think
problem with pesto is there's so many, it's almost like a mole sauce where it could always taste a little different depending on how much of everything that you use, right? And so you could have one bad pesto and then think you hate pesto, but it's just not true. It's like you have to try the other ones. If you don't like pesto, I think you've only had a bad pesto. That's the
I
problem.
think we got our new pesto PR lady.
no kidding. Was she the queen of pesto?
Yes.
So go there today for the Margarita Pesto Pizza debut at Lou Malnati's. But also, they've launched a signature menu that will feature 4 of Lou Malnati's most popular and best-selling pizzas since they opened their first location in 1971. You got the Malnati's Chicago Classic with the Lou's legendary recipe. You got the Lou, you got the veggie, and you got the Mike's Hot Honey, which is a banger. That's a hit.
That's the greatest hit.
I mean, especially at a point when everything is just fine with your menu, and then you add in the Mike's Hot Honey Pizza, which is insane good. So that's the Chicago take on America's favorite pizza condiment right now is the Mike's Hot Honey.
People love it.
Oh, boy. So go in there to celebrate the signature menu. Lou's offering an exclusive deal for Lou's Reward loyalty members. Each signature pizza, only $19.71 for a limited time.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
That's huge.
That is fantastic.
You get the $19.71, the $19.71. You get it?
I do,
Yeah.
because when you said that, I thought, oh, JFK never had Lou Malnati's.
Now that really puts it in perspective.
What a tragedy. What
That's-
an American tragedy.
Oh my God. I thought you meant RFK. And I'm like, why? How do you know he hasn't had it? Like,
He's alive. He's good.
Yeah.
I was thinking for a second of Jimi Hendrix. He died in 71. but
Oh,
I don't,
man.
But I don't know what time, what month Lou's opened and when Jimmy died.
I doubt Hendrix ever had Lou Malnati's unless he cut the ribbon at the grand opening, which I think we would know about.
That picture's in the Lou Malnati's
Yeah.
location near you.
That'd be an awesome shirt. That would be, if it happened, I want it on a shirt.
So today, you get a lot of things going on with those $19.71 pizzas, plus the new Margarita Pesto Pizza. Thanks, Lou's, for stopping by as usual. Our good friends dropping off a bunch of pizzas for us.
I got to say, this margarita pizza, you know what I like about it?
What do you want?
It's
The pesto.
the pesto's good. No one has said the pesto's bad. The pesto's
Good.
great. It's a sophisticated pizza.
Hmm.
It's a summertime pizza. It's high class, but not pretentious. It's better than your average pizza. It's
Yeah.
You
really
can say
something.
the word margarita. You're like, I'm speaking Spanish, bitch.
I know, and I'm Spanish, bitch. Margarita, baby.
Thank you, Lou Malnati's, for giving us the pizzas. You go in the Lou Malnati's today and get them. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with Jack White.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You can get your takeaways in right now, 312-591-8300. Something memorable to you on today's show. So you text in your takeaway. Let's say you're new to the show and you're listening this hour right now. That's what we do right around this time at the end when we get near the end. You've listened to some part of the show. Something was memorable to you, stayed in your brain. Something was very funny. Something was wild. Well, you can text that in your own words, the takeaways at 312-591-8300 right now. Get them in. Well, big moment last night, the NBA draft, and the Bulls end up, well, let's just go right to the announcement of the Bulls selection at number 12. Yes, they got robbed. They should have been number 3. Some mysterious coin flip happened 3 months ago, and they ended up with 12, but I'm not going to get angry about it because here's what happened.
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Noah Essengay from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France, and the Club in Germany.
Now, before we continue, we're going to have Stacey
What
King.
a stressful job. I'd be like, F off. He's from where? You want me to say what?
Well, he gets paid millions of dollars to figure this out.
Oh my God, that's my worst nightmare. Because when I already started talking, I'm like, I could totally do this job. And then he immediately got to the location. I'm like, never mind.
So, Brian, play that audio of Commissioner Adam Silver again. Kenzie, I want you to listen closely. Then we're going to have you do what he
Oh
did.
my God.
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Noah Essengay from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France.
Now you go.
Noah Essengay from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France.
No, you got to start at the beginning. You got to remember all of it.
I don't remember. 12th pick.
All right, good enough.
This is our 12th chance. I don't know.
Kenzie, this is why you'll never be commissioner of the National Basketball Association.
Bull crap.
That's only just one of the reasons.
It's the only reason.
Somebody also said that Adam Silver sounds like, which South Park character am I thinking of?
Did we just list all of them?
Is it Mr. Garrison?
I don't know him. I'm a Family Guy guy.
Oh, no. I don't have the audio ready to go, but people that watch South Park, this is Mr. Garrison doing the
With
trap.
the 12th pick in the 2025
like him.
NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Noah Essengay from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France,
And then he's from something. What is the second part? Keep going.
and the Club in Germany.
And the Club. What does that mean? What club?
That's where he played basketball.
Oh, he's in a I thought he was like a part of a club. It's like
So
we're
he's
listing
French.
extracurriculars.
He's French, but he didn't go to college. He played for a club in Germany.
He's playing for a German basketball team that's currently in the German Basketball League Championship, and he abandoned his team so he could be at the NBA draft. He will not be returning to that team despite the fact that they're in the championship series right now.
You know,
France and the Club in Germany.
I bet they love him.
they would hand me that sheet, and I'm like, I'm just doing the name. We don't need all this information.
Well,
Wait, let's tighten this program up.
so we got a new basketball player. He's 18 years old. He's a project. It's not that exciting. What is
He's
exciting?
a project, like he's not good.
Well, he's a very good athlete, as they like to say, these 6'9" players. And then they have to learn how to shoot a basketball first. That's what they got to work on.
Kenzie, there's a website that I love called The Ringer, and they did a big analysis of the entire draft. They described the guy the Bulls picked as a baby deer on the basketball court.
A baby deer?
A baby deer.
Well, that's not good. They're not good at basketball at all. Oh my God, they don't even have hands.
I like what the Sun-Times said. What's the French word for meh? That's what they said about this. Good job, Sun-Times, on that. Now, what was more interesting in the draft last night was not necessarily all the picks, but somebody became a star last night. This seems to be every draft now of a mom of one of the players became a star. And this relates to Chicago because it was Ron Harper, former championship Bull in the second three-peat. His ex-wife, Maria, was there because they have two kids. They have Ron Harper Jr. and Dylan Harper. So Ron Harper already plays. Dylan Harper got drafted. And so they show the mom, Ron Harper sitting away from her because it's his ex-wife, but she looked like a girlfriend and not the mom of the player.
Right. She looked like she looked that young and that good.
Very attractive lady.
I know, because that's the only thing that came on my FYP about the draft, which is so, like, my FYP gets it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the draft information I received last night. And I'm like, go off, queen. Yes.
Yeah, she is. She's very popular today on the internet, more so than the
Good for
players that
her.
got drafted.
And it should be her moment.
It should be a player's moment. I think Kenzie Moore.
They'll have all that attention when they play. This is good for her.
Yeah. Then again, when the player is kind of, meh in excitement level. Listen, nothing against the kid. I'm sure he's awesome. I'm sure he's going to come in here and he's going to be really embrace himself to Chicago.
If the Bulls have done one thing, it's really foster a culture of
That's right.
success, and they've been able to develop players, especially foreign players. All those great Bulls superstars like Lowry Markkanen. Oh wait, he's not on the team anymore. Yeah, no, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Zach LaVine, that move certainly brought us some titles.
Oh yeah, no, think about all the rings the Bulls have won in my lifetime since I was born in 1999. All the success we've had.
Yeah, but not staying with that. Hey, Ron Harper, props, my man. All right, keep your takeaways coming in 312-591-8300. Before we leave, we'll give you the keyword one more time for 21 Pilots tickets after the Cranberries. It's Ticket Blitz Thursday. Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Ticket Blitz Thursday in full effect for 20 more minutes for us before Lauren gets here and gives you a new keyword. Doubt is the word right now. D-O-U-B-T. To 312-591-8300, as in no doubt. So text that for your chance to win 21 Pilots tickets at the Credit Union 1 Amphitheater in Tinley Park, Wednesday, September 23rd, from our great friends Live Nation and from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. If you already did it, don't do it again, because you only enter once, and it's not a race. You have 20 minutes to get it in. Doubt to 312-591-8300. But it continues all day. Lauren every hour, Brian Phillips every hour, a new keyword, another chance to win 21 Pilots tickets. Pretty massive today. Case, what do you got from our listeners for takeaways?
630's takeaway, it's lids, not the Pentagon. I know they're easy to confuse, but it's
very
lids.
easy to confuse.
Lids, not the Pentagon.
Maybe lids could run the country better than the Pentagon.
I will remain silent on that.
Kenzie, what do you got for takeaways?
Takeaway 630, baby deer aren't good at basketball because they don't have hands. It's true.
It's true. Finally, takeaway from 708 and a first-time texter. Love that. Ryan checking in from down in Bourbonnais. If your state doesn't print maps, you will get lost and you will get mauled by a bear. That's facts. Case, on the podcast, what do we got?
Brian and Kenzie podcast today, we learned that Brian has developed a Jesus-like quality. You can learn what that was on the Brian and Kenzie podcast. A lot of people saying that he is very Christ-like in the injuries that he's recently suffered.
Oh, listen, walk in my shoes.
The stigmata, if you will. Clash with Kenzie continues to be a really hot contest this week. People desperately want these Weird Al tickets. Indiana is taking something away from you, and it might end up killing you. If you live in Indiana or you ever go there, be sure to listen to the Brian and Kenzie podcast for that. And Brian got caught lying again. And if you missed his lie, it will live in infamy on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
Well, I question that lie, but you go to the podcast and decide for yourself. Anywhere you get your podcast, anytime. You can listen to the show at 11 o'clock, 3 in the morning, whenever you want. The podcast, the full show is there.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.